movies that are better than Hollywood movies. From Korean dramas, variety shows, and movies, the Korean invasion is really here. Are we loving it? Of course! Please count me in on jumping down this rabbit hole of Korean content. Hollywood movies really set a standard for a good movie quality within the film industry, and entering their world are Korean films. And some of these films exceed those standards. For filmmakers, really raising the bar. So it's time to go grab some popcorn. We're gonna count down some great Korean movies that were very awesome. And maybe you'll even forget that they aren't even Hollywood movies. Number 11, Extreme Job. Extreme Job is a feel-good movie that should be on your watch list. And let your screen start rolling 5 Detectives of a Drug Squad. Already Acquiring is an English remake of this movie. Extreme Job will take you along through an undercover mission to take down a criminal organization. Disguising as chicken restaurant employees, delicious chicken with unexpected popularity will take them in a situation they didn't see coming. This action comedy movie will bring out the laughter in you and will probably land a place on your list of favorite movies. Catch this movie on Netflix. Number 10, Along with the Gods, The Two Worlds. Some might think that the challenges are done once a person enters the afterlife, but this movie of the deceased will face a total of 7 trials over a period of 49 days. As Kim Ja-hong travels the afterlife, he is accompanied with 3 guardians. They will help him. A vengeful spirit makes his journey even harder, but using his mother as his motivation, he continues to face obstacles in order to prove the kind of life he's lived. Shot as 1 film, but presented as 2 along with this movie is its second part, Along with the Gods, The Last 49 Days, which should also be on your watch list because it is a great movie. You can catch both movies on Netflix. Number 9, The Host. Let's welcome The Host. Already deep in the K-drama world, I guess we are all familiar with the Han River, the highest grossing South Korean film of all time during its release in the second half of 2006, will put a twist in this famous place. The Host brings out an unknown creature, and some unfortunate incidents in the year 2000 include a mysterious creature conceived in the waters of the Han River. With the people's attention centered around the World Cup soccer finals of Korea versus Japan, presidential elections, and their normal individual lives, signs of an impending disaster were kind of unnoticed. Several years later, the peaceful riverbank suddenly turned into a sea of blood. Our male lead is a snack bar owner, witnesses the worst moment of his life, and this marks the start of his battle against the monster. This movie won Best Film at the Asian Film Awards, and at the Blue Dragon Film Awards. Catch this movie on Hulu and Netflix. Number 8, Hope. Put hope on your radar because this masterpiece will be one of the most heart-wrenching movies you'll ever watch. Winning the Best Film at the 34th Blue Dragon Film Awards, sexual assaults and the emotional wounds they bring will be portrayed in this movie. A young girl will experience this as a drunk male stranger takes advantage of her, creating multiple injuries and severe emotional trauma. Narrowly surviving this brutal incident led our young female lead in refusing to see her father, and their once happy family turned into something sad, full of pain and anger. Don't forget to put a box of tissues at your side, just in case. Number 7, A Taxi Driver. Based on a real-life story, a widowed taxi driver is struggling to make ends meet. Wanting to be driven from Seoul to Gwangju City, a foreigner is willing to pay a large amount of money for this drive. Hearing the news of a job that might cover our male lead's rent, this taxi driver takes the job to provide for himself and his daughter. As the journey of the foreigner and taxi driver starts, some unexpected events start to unfold. Let A Taxi Driver captivate your heart as it feeds your eyes an amazing mix of human experience, history, and love. You can try watching this movie on View. Number 6, The Man from Nowhere. Winning the Best Film for the 47th Baeksang Awards, The Man from Nowhere became a man everyone knows. The quiet life of our male lead takes a whole new turn as his only friend, a little girl who lives next door, gets kidnapped together with her mother. Drugs will be the cause of this problem, as a heroin addict messes with the wrong people. Stolen drugs will take our male lead down a road discovering his mysterious past as he tries to save his only friend, bringing you to the edge of your seats. Here's an action movie that you should definitely watch. You can watch this one-man army on Viki. Number 5, Ode to My Father. currently the 4th highest grossing film in the history of South Korean cinema, Ode to My Father is about an ordinary man doing everything to protect his family and keep the last words he said to his father. Showing the difficult lives of people after the Korean War to the present day, this movie will tug at our hearts as we witness some heartbreaking separations and the struggles of continuing life and keeping promises for the sake of one's family. Number 4. The Admiral, Roaring Currents. Roaring in at number 4 is the current highest grossing film of all time in South Korea. 12 ships versus over 100 ships. So where will this battle take Admiral Yi Sun-shin, not to mention the army of doubtful soldiers he has? As the Joseon dynasty faces a battle against the Japanese, Admiral Yi Sun-shin thinks of a lead which could be his last resort. You may not be into historical war movies, but The Admiral, Roaring Currents will make you think twice. Cinematography, action sequence, and a great plot won't make you regret watching this movie. As powerful as the lead character is, this movie will be serving you only excellence. Number 3. Train to Busan. This movie is not your typical train ride. This movie took a train and went straight to our hearts. Well, it's kind of obvious since this movie set a record for the first Korean film of 2016 to break the audience record of over 10 million moviegoers. Separated from his wife, a fund manager in Seoul brings his daughter to Busan for her mother's birthday. Little did they know that this high-speed train ride will turn into something horrific. A disastrous virus outbreak hits South Korea, and our male lead, together with his estranged daughter and some other passengers, find themselves trapped in the train. Experience an adrenaline rush and zombies in this movie that will unexpectedly capture your heart. Thanks to Netflix, we can watch this movie over and over again. Number 2. Miracle in Cell Number 7. Prepare your tissue box because here's a movie that will bring out some tears. Miracle in Cell Number 7 brought home the grand prize in film at the 49th Baeksang Arts Awards and 21st Korean Culture and Entertainment Awards. It is about a mentally impaired father with the intelligence of a child. He is mentally challenged, but this did not stop him in loving his own child. Wanting to buy a backpack for his daughter, things got a little complicated, and our male lead is falsely accused of multiple crimes. Imprisoned and assigned to Cell Number 7, how will a mentally handicapped man survive in prison? What is it with this title? Will a miracle really happen? Only one way to find out, so maybe join us and share some tears. Number 1. Parasite. The top spot goes to none other than Parasite. Swimming in awards and nominations is the first Korean film to receive an Academy Award. It will take us a few minutes if I list down all its awards, but I just wanted to let you know for the 92nd Academy Awards, Parasite took home 4 awards, including Best Picture, becoming the first non-English film to win this Academy Award. The son of a poor family, living in a semi-basement, finds an opportunity to work in a rich household. Realizing how naive his wealthy employer is, he takes his chance to infiltrate the household and employ his other family members, showing the reality and the line between the poor and the rich. Parasite was the eye-opener everyone needed. Wondering where you can watch one of the highest grossing South Korean films? You can stream Parasite on Hulu and Viu. The theaters might still be closed in your area, but don't let it stop you from watching some great movies. So clap and applaud for all the wonderful streaming sites that maybe could be saving some lives. We get to see Korean movies that are totally worthy of our time. So don't skip these superb plots partnered with exceptional acting because you'll definitely be missing a lot. Please let us know your favorite Korean movie in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, MDLers, and we'll see you next time. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm your host at Happy Squeak.